Okay, you know how we've argued with Shoe on Head about architecture? I feel like I'm starting to lean more towards her side of things with time, you know? The big thing is like when it comes to art, when it comes to like the development of the arts, I'm a very progressive person. I love avant-garde art. I've taken multiple art history classes. It was my favorite electoral subject, not electoral, elective. Elective subject in high school and in college. And I really like avant-garde weird stuff. Like if you show me like a big canvas and it's like just all red with one yellow dot, I will spend hours defending that. Like I don't care. I'll say anything. I love it. Okay. I like artists doing weirdo shit to like challenge you. Great. Okay. But I feel like I don't feel that way about architecture anymore. Um, for a couple of reasons. So basically, like when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about public works buildings. Okay, I do not care. Uh, I do not care if we're talking about like private residences. I'm talking about like buildings that are out there in the downtown, you know, like out there when you're going there. And the thing is, like, if you wanna have some like challenging artwork, like a painting or a sculpture or whatever that's in a museum, in order for you to see that, you have to go to a museum. That's a choice that you make, right? The problem with some types of modern architecture that are out there in public is that you don't have a choice. And I don't feel like public architecture should be challenging. I like unironically, I feel like architecture that's out there for the public should be made with the consideration of the public works, the public good, and it should be appreciable to everyone. It should be simple. It should be like proletarian architecture in the sense that it serves like the needs and the functions of everyone who has to encounter it. It should be like receptive to the fact that it's going to be viewed by everyone and not simply like niche groups function over form. No, no, no. Like, look at this. Like, now a lot of these are private residences, but I'm sure you've seen examples of stuff like this that have been in like that are being used as like public buildings or whatever. But when I see stuff like this in public, and this isn't like super common or whatever, but even downtown Seattle has buildings that are a little more like this. I guess some of the main stuff that I think about is like, where's the entrance? Where's the exit? Like, where where are you meant? Like, how are you meant to engage with and interact with this building? You know, from a purely functional perspective, it seems like a lot of big fancy pants modern and postmodern architectural projects are basically just like jerk off resume fillers for incredibly influential architects. Does that make any sense? Like there have been so many examples of like big over budget architectural projects that famous architects will do, and like you see them and it's like, oh, that's cool, but it costs a billion, trillion, billion, jillion dollars. And like everyone just has to look at it and it just doesn't fit in with the rest of the place. I feel like I'm doing a bad job explaining this because I don't really have like the right buildings lined up here. You know, a lot of these are private residences, which I don't mind at all. If you want to have a private residence look, however, that's totally fine. Um, Here, this is more traditional architecture, okay? When I think of like what buildings should look like, you know, I feel like there should be I feel like there are certain principles of design that should be adhered to when you're looking at public works projects. Does that make any sense? No, when I type in traditional architecture, I'm getting like literal stuff from like Greece, you know? What is it? Neoclassical. Sure, let's go with neoclassical. You know, there, look, wow. Does this building look familiar to you? How does this take fascist? Hold on, okay. You know, the founding fathers were huge fans of neoclassical architecture. I'm trying to find like good examples here. Maybe like colonial architecture? No. Why am I so... Can I just get like a rundown of famous buildings here? Yeah, hold on. Let me just... Famous buildings. Can I just get like a Is there like a just an ordered list that I can go through? A lot of these are going to be like super 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 ancient too. Here, top 20 famous buildings across the. I accept your shit. Okay, thank you. No, a lot of these aren't even buildings. This includes the Parthenon. This isn't used as a building in any modern sense. It doesn't. I'm doing a really bad job with the supportive examples here. The point that I'm trying to get at is that I feel like really often, the novelty of modern architecture in public works is fleeting, but it doesn't provide the sense of security and stability and appreciable weight that I think public buildings should, I feel like public works, like buildings that are like it's like town hall or something like that, it should be universally appreciable in the sense that anyone could go like, "Oh, that's a nice building." I don't think that's the right place to be challenging, in like let me challenge all your preconceptions of what buildings should be. But it's like, well, why are we doing that for this? Vernacular architecture? I just want a list here. Hold on. Okay, are these public works? Oh, you're going after one specific architectural firm, are you? Oh goodness. Is this a personal beef you have? Oh wow. Oh no. Oh wait, I agree with you. Oh god. University building? Wait, show the picture. The main thing that bugs me is that you have like a big city with a pretty consistent architectural bent, and then they're like, okay, well let's like do this. This is out in the middle of nowhere, I guess. So at least it's not conflicting with like surrounding architecture. Can we see if there's like a it literally looks like a shoe. Yeah, how fitting. Yeah, like man, how are you not using the Seattle Public Library as an example? Because I don't use the library. Oh yeah, this is what that is? Oh my god, I hate this building. I hate this building so much. It's basically just like it's just like it's not that bad. No, I know. Oh, the buildings around it are a lot. I no, I really don't like it. It looks so cool. But it NIMBY Vaush, NIMBY. No, God damn it. I need to get like a better lineup of pictures to demonstrate this. I feel like I'm doing a bad job. I don't even have the terminology down. Vaush hates angles. No, it's just that when you're looking at an entire city landscape, I feel like it's possible to design stuff that's unique without like completely deviating from the adjacent styling. All these photos, like they only show the building itself, but it's not really showing the skyline. I don't know. I can appreciate the appeal to aesthetic consistency. What about the Scotland Parliament building? Isn't that an example? New Scotland Parliament bill. Isn't that an example that people go to as an example of like terrible? Yeah, this where it cost like 18 quadrillion dollars. Can I get like a HD photo? And it looks like shit. Something like that. Look at the Indiana Visitor Center. Oh my god. Was this made in Gmod? Holy shit. What did this cost? $800 billion? Jesus Christ. How about this hotel in China? This one I don't mind. First of all, wow, I've never seen this. This one I don't mind as much because it's so large that it feels more like a landmark than like a building in its own. And this is a landmark. Wow. Um, I feel like this almost justifies its ostentatious presentation through its size, if that makes any sense. If this building was the size of that building down there, I would hate it because I would think it's like too big for its britches, basically. But at this size, I feel like it almost justifies its ridiculous proportion. This is just goofy. I don't know. Where's like what I just like Union. Oh, ew. Okay, yeah. Don't mind the framing. Look at that. Oh my god. It looks like an organ. Look, oh, okay. Whoever built this should be shot. Unironically. Look at this. You have a gorgeous city skyline. Look at all these consistent rooftops with the shingles and everything. And then you have this fucking heart, this blue heart Pokemon. Yeah. The Ocarina. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jesus Christ, that's horrible. This is really bad. Like if I lived in this city, I would actually be really angry about this. And it's all these big shot architects who just want to like they don't give a fuck if the city feels better after they're done. They just want like their Yeah, here's another angle. They just want like their name to be like logged into history. Like, you know that fucking blight on our town? Like this is that was me. Public library slaps. Oh, this is beautiful. I think that's really nice. Most of my favorite true. Most of my favorite buildings are oh god. Yeah, this is what I mean, guys. Sorry. To be clear, this is what I'm talking about. Like this is what I mean by like deconstructionist attitude towards architectural norms, you know? Like if you're living in a city and there are like not only does it fuck up like the skyline and everything, but it's just like wow, great, you know, we get it. Your architect has an inflated ego. Thank you. You know, like it doesn't serve the common good. This is in Chicago? Okay, well, these are residential, but yes, these are obviously gorgeous. Um, in Atlanta, we call this Megatron's asshole. Oh my god! Look at this! At least from ground level, this would look more normal, right? Like, from the sky, this looks ridiculous with the red. But at least from ground level, this would just look like a gigantic building. You know what I mean? Which is more okay. This could be okay. Depends on the surrounding architecture. I will say, given the fact that this is clearly a cold place with the snow over here, the warmth of this like orange band is really appealing. Like imagine like on a cold day, like you have something to do in here and you're like walking towards it and like you have that like that looks really appealing. I think I like this a lot, actually. You want to avoid this one. I hate the Disney Hall in LA. Me too. I've driven by it plenty of times. I sure do hate it. Courthouse just looks evil. Yeah, why would you... Courthouses are meant to be like physical manifestations of the gravity and weight of of the legal system. They're supposed to represent like ancient integral, like there's something about that that I think is defensible as a concept, you know? And then you have this and it's just like a bunch of slabs of steel that have been pulled apart. There's some ugly, most hated buildings in the world. It's all gonna be like super modern shit. Or here is this Brutalist? Ugh. Yeah, just I don't even know what's going on here. I don't know, man. Architects are I like this. Not like for anything practical. I just like it because it looks cool, you know. Okay, you guys are giving me a lot of links here. Okay, I despise this. Like, isn't this just gonna blind everyone who looks at it? When during the daytime would this not be reflecting the sun from some angle? Like it'll always be blinding you. So stupid. Jesus. Do you think this stadium looks nice? In general, I hate stadiums, so I'm biased against them. Um, as stadiums go, though, this is fine. Though I have to wonder about this facade. This one right here, is it just like a whole wall of white? What does it look like from the other side, where all the people can see it? I have to wonder. What is Seattle? Hold on. Seattle Union Station. I always feel like Union stations, like train halls, are really, really pretty. Look at this. That's really nice. It's not like super crazy fancy. Seattle doesn't have like a huge train system or whatever. But like I like it, you know? Here's the inside. It's fine. You're basic? Well, I'm okay with it being a little bit basic if it's serving a public function, you know? I don't think it needs to be. Dude, look at this old This is from 1911 when my favorite gun was made. Look at that. Isn't that cool? That's over 100 years ago. It's the same building, every brick. Like, isn't that cool? I don't know. It's like, wow. Like when you go in there, it's like, damn, this has been around for a while. I think that's nice. King Station, Seattle. This is not the best picture. Nice ceilings though. Why is your favorite gun the 1911? Because it's shiny, okay. Brazilian Senate. Oh, ew. This is the Senate building for Brazil? Jesus. Why the fucking bra cups? This building literally excuse me, melts cars. Yeah, I've heard about these. And the glass reflection just does a death ray on the sidewalk. I think Thomas PA is quite nice. Okay, you're just showing me residential areas. Yes, this is obviously gorgeous. Look at this. Boston's new city hall is ferocious. We saw that in one of the earlier lists of hated Old American towns look great. Return to tradition. Holy fuck, that's beautiful. Damn, dude. They've got the whole rainbow in these trees here. That is a gorgeous... God damn. 5 minutes to debate. Yeah, I know. Old Penn Station. Return to tradition. I know what's happened to Penn Station because I watched the... Well, there's your problem podcast episodes on it. Thank you. Manchester Town Hall straight out of Bloodborne. Do you mean Gothic? This isn't even Gothic, is it? You just see arches, and you're like, dude, Blood... That's fine. That's okay. I'm not making fun. Moscow's metro stations have returned to tradition. Oh, shit. Damn, that looks nice. What is with this camera lens, though? Why can't we just use a normal lens? Yeah, I've seen Grand Central. All right, we have to stop here. Richmond VA Train Center. Yeah, one of the reasons I like metro stations is because they tended to be built in towns when the trains came to that town, you know, and they're usually really big and operationally expensive, so there's not a big incentive to renovate them. So oftentimes, like, some of the oldest and coolest buildings in an American city will be like their train centers, their Union stations, which there's an administrative building in Munich. What the fuck? Why? Bet you've seen these before. Isn't this literally on the Pacific Coast Highway? Like these two buildings specifically are energy silos or whatever on the Pacific Coast Highway, right? Yeah, you drive by these when you're driving between LA and San Diego. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Is it a nuclear plant? I thought it was. I don't know if that's true though. I haven't thought about the boobies in like decades. Yeah, it was. Okay, it's decommissioned. Modern nuclear plants do not look like this. Denver International. I think airports can get away with a little more because they're always like farther away from residential areas. I mostly just care about what people are seeing when they look out upon their city, you know? That's the main thing that I care about. I still think it's ugly, but you know. I just think it's more reprehensible when it's done like up and close in cities. Okay, what is okay? We know the interiors of cathedrals are gorgeous. We know the Catholics have been on that shit. Don't worry. I assume this is Catholic. Is it? It's Russian Orthodox? Oh, it might be. Yeah. Kansas City Library made of giant books. Oh, that's cute. I think that's cute. Aw. Okay. We have to focus up. Hey, stop. Segment over. Stop linking. That was like a billion links. Okay, so it's all good.